All right, so what do you do when you're leaking gas and you're out in the field and you can't fix it with the right part? You give the girl a tourniquet. Check it out. It'll soak up all the gas that's oozing out. That's all she needed was a tourniquet for the day. Maybe for a week, maybe 2 weeks she'll be wearing that tourniquet. She won't bleed out though. That's the important part. We'll fix it when I got time. The crew hanging out. We are rolling out. Oldest son's going to work. We're rolling. Lifestyles of the rich and famous is on a totally different channel. This is life stories, boys. We're out here on the grind every day, enjoying the views, sweating it out, making that money. Lunchtime. Yeah. 2-man operation with those stupid tops that they have now. Everybody loves those. So I think I found the leaking gas issue of my turf tiger here. I think it was this clamp. I think. I'm not sure. It was either right here, this clamp. I tightened it down. Or it's right here. Like I said yesterday, that seal. Yeah, I can see it leaking right there. But maybe I just need to turn it. Nope, that made it worse. Damn it. Yeah, you see that, don't you? Let's wipe it down. Tell me that right. No hands. All feet. Let's start it up and see if it still seeps out. Sometimes that suction when it's running stops that leak, so it's not leaking anywhere on the grass. Check it out. All right, yeah, that's it. So hopefully we can just go get a seal for that top turn on piece. Hopefully that'll fix the issue. If not, we'll just have to buy a new pump right there and put it on, fix the issue. Can't have gas leaking all over the stripes. It's Friday. Oh yeah, it's Friday. Everybody smells like gas now. All right, push more time. Good Lord. Alright, so what do you do when you're leaking gas and you're out in the field and you can't fix it with the right part? You give the girl a tourniquet. Check it out. It'll soak up all the gas that's oozing out. That's all she needed was a tourniquet for the day. Maybe for a week. Maybe 2 weeks she'll be wearing that tourniquet. She won't bleed out though. That's the important part. We'll fix it when I got time. Elite landscape style. We double cut everything. It's not even a question. I'm gonna double cut it. Unless it's the fragile shade grass that the mower will rip up, or if it's soaking wet, it's gonna get double cut. That's the way it is, boys. Oh, those mums are beautiful. Just beautiful. They're gonna be huge. From the size of boxwoods. We transplanted those last season from the potters up at the house. They'll go good right here, fall. See if the other ones are blooming out. I think they are. Yeah, these are the yellow. Two right here. There you go. Trim these branches up. Last visit out, we got the double action stripe on that, 2 different directions. Today we just did the long straight ones twice, burned that in, and those diamonds were standing out nicely. Double cutting these properties 1 week, I'll do 2 different directions for the double cut. Get that crisscross pattern and diamonds going. Then the following week, we'll just do the same line twice, double cutting, and just burn it in real good. It really makes the diamonds bling nicely, as you will see through this video. He's going over there. I'm going right here. We're gonna together double cut. Oh, we and the man rolling through the day. We're gonna knock this out. One thing that needs to be pointed out when you're doing the double cuts is to your best interest to do the same direction that you came the first time. Go back to where you started and work your way back across the same direction. This guarantees your stripe will be the same, even if you're not using the entire width of your deck on your cuts. Not everybody uses the whole deck width. That takes a lot of practice. You'll know if you're using the whole deck width or not if you go across that field left to right, and then you turn around and go right to left, and you're still on that same stripe pattern and width. That means you're using the whole deck. That's what you're looking for. If you go from left to right and then right to left, and you notice that you end up with 6 inches that you're cutting with that deck that's already been cut, and you're just wasting space, that means you're not using that whole deck. Work on it. You see Dalton going long ways first, then hit them diagonals. We hit those diagonals as a second cut because that's the direction people look when they pull up that driveway. That's what they're gonna look at. Sharp stripes coming at them. Everywhere they look when they're pulling in. Even though we got behind this tractor, this little backcountry road shaved off like 12 minutes of drive time from the last week's video when we were stuck on the interstate. Sweet. Love it. Oh, this account looks tight. Same technique in the front. Just double hit that long stripe going towards the house. Last week we did it different ways. Here's Ian's stuff. Alright, so laying down some straight lines here. Eating it, man. Cut a little bit shorter inside the fence for everybody to play in. And yeah, we got diagonals too. So, look at that. Ooh. Now look, the main reason you change patterns every other week is because the best cut is a clean cut that hits every direction of that terrain. And you'll see in the upcoming account how important that crazy terrain is. You got to go different directions to make sure that you're not leaving crazy tall areas. Switch up that stripe pattern on a regular basis. Burn it in. Make those diamonds bling. It just makes your property stand out so much that you get more clients. It just makes sense. Take the time to do it. The grading work from contractors who build these properties is not always the best. The double cut, double direction guarantees you're going to do it well. It'll be a nice clean cut with no stick ups, no rooster tails. We call them rooster tails, and it's sticking up. This is a challenging yard. It looks easy, but it's got challenging dips and weird spots. It's just not flat at all. This week, burned in that diagonal. Last week we did a crisscross, both directions. Now, some areas, obviously, you're just going to keep them straight lines. Just for convenience, speed of cut, and the area that you're cutting, like right here on this road. Because of that ditch, the vertical steepness right there, and the short width of that area, it makes no sense to go side to side ever. Just burn them in. No one cares if it ruts up a little bit. No one's ever going to walk there, guys. Clients didn't even know that they owned that when they just moved in. They will never go over there. Just burn them in. It looks beautiful. If it starts to rut up in the future, offset your stripe 6 inches, 8 inches the next season. It'll all work itself out. Dalton laid these down today. Today's visit, boys. Oh yeah, we knocked this place out in 30 minutes. In and out. All those diamonds just popping. I was really glad that we did that free mowing for the new clients, and they showed up and the whole place was just top-notch looking, so they let us stay around. I can't say I blame them. I think our work was good. We take pride in what we do, and I make sure it's all detailed out. That's just beautiful. Beautiful time of year. That sun just hits that stuff, like, just makes it look good with the sunshine hitting it like that. Alright, off to the next one. Maybe lunch. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm addicted to these stripes, man. I had to look at them again. It's a mental state. I am addicted to the stripes by now. 29 years staring at them. I don't know if my brain can handle not staring at them. Find a little bit of shade. Maybe we're gonna eat some lunch because we've knocked out 1, 2, 3 in a fast time, and yeah, let's eat, refuel, and we'll go rock them all out the rest of the day. We'll be back. Check it in. 4:30. We got the 3 in a row. And that'll probably be the end of the day after we knock these 3 out. Maybe, maybe not. I can always add more on because we're rolling out tomorrow too, so we'll see how it goes. This man's got to get his weed eat, his push mower on first. A little bit of push mower in the back over here, and then he'll be weed eating like a champ. Way up here in the golf tee, the approach to these tee offs, that's what the golfers see. This direction, nice and tight. When the clients are sitting on their back porch, back here in the back that we're looking at now, they see some nice diagonals too from their view. When they're coming up their driveway, they see the straight lines. This house over here, looking down from this tee box, gives you those nice straight tight lines. And again, from the client's back deck and their windows, kitchen, everything, that's what they get to see. They're paying us to make their yards beautiful, and I take the time to double cut everything, every visit. Now look, don't be fooled by these stripes. Just because those lines are facing white towards mulch beds, towards houses, towards whatever that you're not supposed to shoot grass at, it doesn't mean that that white stripe went that direction the first cut. Your first cut, you got to keep grass away from everything. It doesn't matter which direction you're cutting. I go on the green stripe all the time on my first cut, just to make sure that thick, heavy grass is dissipated away from all the objects and the mulch beds and the concrete. And then my second cut, there's hardly any grass to cut, so that means there's not much grass to spray, if any. So don't be fooled by that stripe. First cut really doesn't even matter. 1, 2, 3 perimeter cuts, everything facing grass goes in grass. Always remember, shoot goes out, grass goes into grass, nowhere else. So guys, a double cut, like I said, I do it every property I have, no matter if I'm changing the stripes up and creating the diagonals, or if I'm burning in that one stripe to make the diagonals bling from the week before. These are challenging properties, yes. There's hills everywhere, dips, ditches, you name it. But that Scag Turf Tiger 2 can take it and makes it beautiful every visit, no matter how tall it is. We'll go over floating the deck in a different video, because floating the deck means you won't scalp these properties. And believe me, those 61-inch decks, they'll scalp. They'll leave huge, huge bite marks in the nice green grass if you ain't paying attention. When I got both these mowers going, the older one, I use that for the flatter surfaces just because of the transmission strength difference is huge compared to the Turf Tiger 2. Turf Tiger 2 does all the hills, slopes, anything that needs more power from the transmission or the engine to handle it up here in this mountain areas that we live. Just a few pointers, boys. I hope you enjoyed the video. and maybe you gain some knowledge. Have a good weekend. I'm working all day tomorrow by myself, solo. That's life, man. I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna get up and do it. Make the world beautiful. Elite landscape style, always. Peace. All right, good timing on those. 6 o'clock now, and we're gonna rock on. Not sure where. We're gonna roll home, or we will go mow more grass. I don't know yet, but yeah, excellent day. Excellent day. Proud of everybody that came out and rolled with me. Ian and Dalton, they knocked it out. Professional.